Всем привет, с вами Рекс, и сегодня мы продолжаем играть в A Noire. Детективную игру, но мы продолжаем. Так. Обвенчанные на небесах. Новое дело. Новые. Ой, ау. Убил чувака и уехал. Ладно.
All right, gentlemen, I just got this handed to me. A hit-and-run felony at Ray's Cafe, 208 North Los Angeles. Got a patrolman on site. The coroner's on his way. Get down there, see if you can find any witnesses who can put a make on the car. You think those Vice boys get any on the side?
That bum took a swipe at me, I put him down with my staff.
Так, ну я думаю, нам нужно выход.
Do you think this lipstick's too light for my complexion?
Так.
I think his name is Phelps. I read about it in the paper. It's going to take at least a week to get an ID. I want to make homicide. I mean, you know you made it if you got that. But I ain't got time for talking.
Чем там базар, да? Так, ладно, напарник, иди сюда.
You can drive.
I don't know who'd be worse.
И мы едем на место преступления.
Looks like the DA is going to press charges. Anna Rodriguez might do time.
I'll speak to the DA. She suffered enough.
I don't know, Cole. She's an easy make, and the DA likes convictions.
I'll convince him to let it go.
How do you do that?
I'll give him something better.
Правильно делай. Так. Это стоит дамочка, наверное, курит в сторонке. Бармен.
Detective,
Посмотрел.
over here.
Cole Phelps, traffic. What have we got?
Thick as a white male, named Lester Patterson, walked out of the bar and into the street. Car hit over there, and he ended up here, dead on impact by the look of it.
Have you canvassed the area?
The only one with anything useful to contribute is the young lady over there. She lives above the bar, name is Shannon Perry. No, it's not a stage name. 24 years old, she left Kansas to follow the Yellow Brick Road.
Is that so?
We'll take a formal statement later. Right now we're going to take a look around.
Так, смотрим на
Phelps?
заявку.
You should take a look at the body. Poor guy didn't stand a chance. Landed on his face and ended up here. Car must have struck him from behind.
Думаю, ничего нет, и так. Думаю, на лайках тоже ничего не будет. Так, бумажник. Деньги. Несколько долларов. Ладно, нормально. Так, вот эти какое-то на имя Лестера Паттерсона. 30 лет. На каре, а то не женат.
We can notify next of kin.
Так, посмотрим другой карман. Что там у нас? Так. Дорогая мисс Паттерсон. Уважаемый мистер Паттерсон. Надо сообщить, что на запрос от 14 февраля было получено согласие повысить сумму вашей единой страховки. Там какой-то доллар в неделю. 1 января. Как стандартно для ветеранов на сумму уведомления, выплачиваем в случае вашей потери безвременной кончины, составляет 10 тысяч долларов. И что составляет? Какого черта?
Has life insurance.
А в мене эта страховая компания виновата. Страховая компания наоборот.
What have you got on the victim?
From all reports, he was intoxicated at the time of the accident. I'll know how intoxicated once I've done the autopsy. Looking him over now, I'd say he died on impact.
What about the chest wound? Isn't that inconsistent?
Very common in auto injuries. Look for a car with a prominent hood ornament. Those things are killers.
Велико проехался.
Body traveled a good 20 feet.
И вот с этого места он пролетел, да? Да. За 100 лет.
This blood is a long way from the body. The car must have been going like a bat out of hell.
Так. Тут как будто бы он тормозил.
So the driver managed to brake before the impact.
Странно, он тормозил, потом резко летел на крыльях и сбил этого чувака. Странно. Ладно. Подскажи, что делать надо? Ты, подскажи, что делать надо.
What now?
Witness statements next. We know we've got the girl as an eyeball, but we should check the bar as well.
Okay.
It's all yours, Detective.
Miss Perry?
Yes?
I'm Detective Phelps. This is my partner, Detective Bukowski.
Так, показания свидетельницы. Ладно.
Can you tell us what happened?
Well, I came to the window because I heard people arguing downstairs.
Эрика, что она там сказала? Я пропустил. Так. Подключена к окну. Мне кажется, сомнение.
You're already at the window. You're nosy, aren't you, Miss Perry?
Do you want my help? Don't you?
Ладно. Специально насчитывать подозреваемого.
What kind of car was it?
A dark red Lincoln Continental.
Я не знаю, Ладно.
Did you see the license plate?
Only the first three letters, I'm afraid. 3C8.
Tell me more about the argument you heard.
Well, there were two voices. A man and a woman. That's all.
Why are you holding out on us, Miss Perry?
I'm sorry. I was hoping to tell my story to the newspapers. I'd like to get my picture in the paper. Trying to find work as an actress, and things are pretty difficult.
Chop it up, sister. We don't have all night.
People arguing? They were husband and wife. I could tell by what she was yelling. Interesting. Very embarrassing for the man.
Thank you, Miss Perry. Your information has been very helpful. You can go now.
You really think so? Hope you find that driver and put him away.
Certainly got away with the dames, Phelps.
Give it a rest, Bukowski.
Let's see what the patrons have to say.
I'll take the bartender. You work the rest of the room.
Courtney, come in. Have a seat.
Thanks, Doctor.
How are you finding working at the clinic?
It's, fine.
Are you sure?
Can I be honest with you, Doctor?
I would hope so, Courtney.
I was hoping that the therapy would be more beneficial.
Treatment can, unfortunately, be very long-term.
So many of the patients here are addicts, Doctor.
Many of them have been for years, Courtney. In the past, these people were condemned to sanatoriums. If we can reveal the root of the problem, then we have a chance to help them.
And until then, they stay sedated?
Do I detect a hint of reproach, Courtney?
I was expecting more, Doctor. I'm sorry. I don't mean to criticize.
Part of being a physician, Courtney, is learning to be patient.
How is it possible to keep so many of them on their medications, Doctor? Many of their addictions are illegal.
Oh, many things in life are gray, Courtney. What may on the surface appear to be illegal is actually a benefit to society at large.
Вообще я так скажу, что эта история, хотя она пересекает как-то с основным сюжетом, но я, особо не понимаю, каким образом.
Operator, give me R&I.
Putting you through
Just
now.
Cole Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
I need to run a partial license plate, 3 Charles 8. Cross-check possible Lincoln owners. Suspect vehicle is a red Lincoln Continental.
Just a moment, Detective. Only one possible make on that license. Registered to a William Shelton, 738 West Temple Street.
Thanks, ma'am.
Looks like we caught a break on this one.
Но сначала нам нужно поговорить с тем барменом.
I'm Detective Phelps of the LAPD.
How can I help, Detective?
Name would be a good start.
Dudley Lynch. Hired help. I run the place when the owner ain't around.
Where is the owner?
He stepped out. Somebody had to take Lorna, Mrs. Patterson, home.
Отлично. Но есть на писеходе.
What can you tell me about the accident?
Not a lot. It was busy in here, and all I heard was the impact.
Он, кажется, чувствует себя неловко. Ну, так, посмотреть на него. Готовить глаза. Ладно.
So what was he doing outside? It's against licensing regulations to drink on the sidewalk.
Lester and Lorna were having a fight. The owner made him take it outside. It was pretty ugly.
Do you know the victim?
Yeah. Lester Patterson. He's a regular here, or he was.
Not one of your favorite customers?
Lester was special, but not my kind of special.
Was Lester drinking alone?
No. He came here with his wife. She didn't seem too interested in the booze, though.
A witness overheard an argument.
Lester and Lorna. There's nothing like airing your dirty laundry in public, is there?
Значит, это как-то отводит взгляд. Нет, сомнения.
Why was Lorna Patterson in such a hurry to leave? What is going on here?
Lorna was pretty upset, so Leroy took her home. Lorna and Leroy are close. They've been talking about opening a new bar.
Leroy?
Leroy Sabo, the owner.
Ладно, совместные деловые планы.
How long have Lorna and Leroy been talking about this new bar?
Who knows? I just served the drinks.
Не знаю, 5 лет на напитки. Конечно, сомневаюсь.
Bartenders hear all sorts of things. Are you going to tell me, or do we have to start playing rough?
When Lester was drinking, he treated Lorna like dirt. He gambled away all their money. Lorna pitched Leroy about the bar. I don't know how interested he is.
Is Leroy doing well?
Hell no. The only thing keeping this place afloat are the poker games.
Thanks for your help, Lynch. I'm going to need you to sign a statement with the patrolman.
Sure, no problem.
You get anything out of the regulars?
They weren't giving too much away. They liked watching Lester and Lorna go a few rounds every other day.
And Lester was a fan of the love tap.
Думаю, нам пора. Пора нам в дом увидеть наша Шейтона, который был у нас там.
You know the way. You can drive. And where exactly are we going?
Да, думаю, что. Конечно, туда поедем. Первый раз. Ну вот. Оказывается, тут не все так просто. Тут еще какие-то семейные ссоры. Ладно. Вот помета автомобиль.
That son of a bitch right there. William Shelton? Yes? It doesn't look good, Shelton. You packing your bags and making a run for it? You know why we're here.
Yes. The accident.
We've got witnesses who can put this car at the scene, not to mention the physical damage. This is open and shut, Shelton.
Ах ты, говнюк.
That coward thinks he can run from everything.
Куда ты по костям поехал? По козьим тропам, ё-моё. Давай догоняй. Давай догоняй.
Take this guy out.
Давай догоняй. Ну. Напарник, что ты стоишь? Стреляй в него. Ну.
No wonder he killed someone driving like this.
Так, ну. Догоняем его, давай, догоняем.
Don't let that asshole get away.
Lay into his wheel, R2. Come on. All right, I give up.
Вот мы его и поймали.
That's it. Cuff him and we're done. Give it up, LAPD. It's a vehicular manslaughter rap sound, Shelton.
I hit him. I admit it. I just panicked, but it wasn't my fault.
What do you mean?
The guy jumped right out in front of me. He came out of nowhere. There's nothing I could do about it.
Why didn't you stop?
I've had accidents before.
That's it. We're done here. The DA is gonna love you.
They weren't all my fault. I'm a surveyor. I need my license for my job. There were people around. A woman and a man were standing right next to him. I thought they could get him to a hospital. I'm telling you, it's not my fault.
The guy is dead, Shelton.
You can't be serious.
William Shelton, you're coming downtown. We need to talk about a manslaughter charge.
Leave the coroner and the paperwork. Procedure can wait. We should probably go speak to the wife and let her know what's happening.
Думаю, мы его поймали.
Become all hard at the prospect of
арестовали, как говорится. Думаю, едем в дом миссис Паттерсон. Дом семьи Паттерсона.
So the wife was there when it happened, but then left the scene. You're right. That's pretty unusual behavior.
She could be in shock. I saw some people do some strange things in the war after their buddies got hurt.
Maybe. Maybe she doesn't give a fuck. According to the patrons, her old man was a piece of work. You don't think... Phelps, the guy was run over. So it worked out well for this broad. So what? Maybe she deserved to catch a break. Who knows?
Ну вот. Сейчас мы поедем в миссис Паттерсон, и мы ее допросим. Что это, когда, почему, как она там оказалась, что там произошло вообще. Все мы попытаемся узнать. Поднимаемся. 'Поднимаемся по лестнице. 'Поднимаемся. 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 '
Yes? Hello?
Mrs. Patterson.
Is this about my husband?
We're investigating the incident, ma'am.
I see. Come in, won't you?
Походу ничего нет такого интересного, поэтому я сразу пойду перейдем к делу, как говорится. Потому что ну тут реально ничего нет такого, что могло бы нам мне помочь.
We wanted to give you the facts about the accident, ma'am.
I appreciate that, but I think I know most of them already, Detective. He was hit by a car, now he's dead. What more is there to tell?
Pardon me, but
No.
you don't appear to be too upset about it.
Lester and I met on a furlough in '44. We got married that weekend. People don't understand it now, but that happened a lot back then.
I see. So you probably did well to stick together this long.
What's that supposed to mean, mister? I think it's about time you left. I have someone here, and
Beg your pardon? You're gonna have to run that one by us again, sister.
It's okay, Lorna. I'm Leroy Sabo.
Well, well.
Oh,
Nice to see you're comforting the grieving widow, Mr. Sabo.
All right, wise guy. Do you have any intelligent questions you would like me to answer?
You can confirm Mrs. Patterson's story.
Lester lost at cards. He was kind of hard to control when he lost his temper. He turned without looking and walked right out in front of the car. It wasn't good.
What's your relationship with Mrs. Patterson, Mr. Sabo?
We're friends. Good friends.
You expect me to believe that?
Look, I was filing for divorce. Mental cruelty. Lester could be a mean son of a bitch.
And Lester knew about that?
No, I hadn't told him.
Well, hasn't this worked out well for the two of you? I feel almost bad for busting in on this little rendezvous.
вот именно. Да есть на
How did
пешехода.
the car come to hit Lester?
He walked straight into the path of an oncoming car.
Он что, ну прям, ну что-то не верится. Сам
You
бывает.
expect me to believe that, Lorna? It's all very convenient.
Gambling for Lester was like the needle for a hophead. He was yelling at me. He was yelling at the whole world. Kind of felt sorry for the driver. Poor guy had no chance.
Так, причина ссоры. Должна мы посмотреть зачем-то. Причина ссоры.
You were arguing in the bar and on the sidewalk?
We were always arguing. So what?
Ну не могли бы вы просто так ссориться?
Admit it. You were baiting him, pushing his buttons. We can easily get the full story from the regulars in the bar.
All right. Lester was playing cards out back. He lost, of course, and wanted back in. He suggested I earn the money on my back to get a mistake. That was the proposition he was putting to his so-called buddies. So maybe I was a little angrier than usual. Let's just say I took exception to his idea.
Да. Таланта Лероя натура решили одно обвинение. Так, партнерство с
The
Лероем
bartender
Сабо.
said that you and Leroy were planning to go into business together. Can you explain how you'll get the money to do that?
I have a little money saved away.
Врешь?
You're being economical with the truth, Lorna.
You want to back that up, little man?
Да ради бога. Так, письмо из страховой компании, да?
You increased the premium on Lester's life insurance. GI insurance policies have a $10,000 payout.
It was Leroy's idea. Lester lived on the edge. He was always getting into fights, crap games, pinochle, you name it. Turns out it was good advice.
It speaks to motive and premeditation, Lorna.
You're forgetting the hit-and-run detective.
You and Mr.
Ничего не
Sabo
забываю.
have an interesting day.
I'm sure we will, officer. Now, if you could both just leave.
We're leaving, ma'am. Sorry for your loss. I can see what a tough time you're having with all this.
Шаркалом.
Come on, Phelps. Let's make ourselves scarce.
Сначала мы позвоним с вашего телефона, пожалуй, на позвоните телефон. Где телефон? Здесь я чувствую его. Ага, вот он.
Operator, message for KGPL.
Putting you through now.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
Are there any messages for me?
Just one detective from the coroner. Message reads, Phelps, see me at Central Morgue immediately. Results of the Patterson autopsy.
Thank you.
Vamos na morgue.
I'm out of here, Lorna. I got a business to run.
Can you drive to this one?
Я морг.
Where are we headed?
Да, едем в морг, там надо результаты вскрытия посмотреть. Это не будет наверняка интересно. Не может быть все просто так. Это убийство странное, когда очень странно. Вот мы приехали. Марш центрального района.
A nice thing about egotists, they don't talk about other people.
We can put the driver in front of a judge in less than a week.
You'd be making a big mistake.
Run that by me again?
The victim was dead before the car hit him. 2 puncture wounds to the right side of the thorax. Second puncture reached his heart.
You're kidding me.
Been doing this job 23 years, son. No one's ever laughed at one of my jokes.
He was stabbed to death?
Long, sharp knife. Length of a bayonet.
So the hit and run was a cover-up?
I'd say he was stabbed twice at very close quarters. Both wounds thrusting upwards and then pushed in front of the car.
Easy, Tiger.
Clever, really. I almost missed it. But the trajectory of the wounds was all wrong if he was impaled by the hood ornament. Find the knife, detectives.
Yes, sir.
It all comes back to the crime scene. We need to hit Ray's one more time and call for evidence.
Окей, давай поехали туда.
Hey, what are you doing?
Ну там точно должен быть нож. Потому что нам нож нужен.
You're behind the wheel. Do we know where we're going?
Едем в кафе. Внезапно он оказался
So there was some truth to Sheldon's
мертвым еще до того, как его сбила машина.
Didn't stop, but he didn't kill Patterson either.
I'm no betting man, but I know I'd put all my chips.
The grieving widow and her shoulder to cry on.
Now all we need is a murder weapon.
Так, давай же. А где тут нож мне искать тогда? Я не понимаю. Не бурный же. А тут все перекрыто. Может быть туда пройдем перегулок этот. А вот и нож.
Sure Carruthers will confirm this as the murder weapon. Let's talk to Leroy. See him explain his way out of this.
Так, теперь едем в дом семьи.
Can you drive to this one?
Нет.
Where are we going?
Никуда мы не едем. Стоять. Мы находимся в кафе.
Leroy Sabo, you're under arrest for the murder of Lester Patterson.
Not gonna happen, fellas.
Go! I'll bring the car around and head him off.
Да беги ты, ё-моё. Беги.
It's too late, Sabo. Stop or I will shoot.
Всё, папаша. Иди-ка.
So, I give you a hit and run, You bring me back fraud, conspiracy, and first-degree murder. This is how a good detective operates, Phelps. You take nothing at face value. You keep digging and asking questions until you get to the truth. You got some sharp elbows on you, detective. I like that. Keep up the good work.
Вот и все. Все закончили, спасибо, что посмотрели. С вами был Рекс. Удачи и всем пока.